Hey everybody, Palm Springs Cindy. I've got a great video for you guys today. I am going to talk about a DIY project I'm working on, and I'm going to share some hair tools that I've been using that I like, and I would like to introduce them to you. And I have a few other things I want to say. But first of all, I'd like to start by saying and giving a shout out and saying thank you to you, RXSTR Mom, Patty. I went to the dog park this morning when I came home. I turned on the TV and I made some coffee, and I saw I watched your video where you gave shout outs to several of us gals who are over 70. And I was lucky enough to be one of them. So I want to say thank you so much. And for those people who are viewing right now and that watch Patty and watch me, I just want to share that, when I first started my YouTube channel, it was really because of Patty. I was home with a broken leg. I couldn't stand. I was bed bound or couch bound. And I was doing whatever I could to keep myself busy, watching television, reading, playing on my iPad. And I discovered at that time YouTube and the mature beauty community. And I just fell in love with all the gals, especially Patty. She was absolutely and is absolutely one of a kind. She is beautiful on the inside and out. In fact, when I found her channel, when I would visit my mom, I couldn't wait to show my mother some of the ladies I found on YouTube. And I said, but wait, you are not going to believe this one gal. She's a little bit older than I am, and she is gorgeous. And she is, she's rocking it. RXSTR Mom is rocking it. And so my mother and I sat there and started watching your videos, Patty. And my mother was astounded as I was at how lovely you are, how graceful, how beautiful, and how much you have to offer all of us ladies, and that you do it. So, I emailed Patty and I said, because there's that section on our pages where we share our emails or whatever we want to share. It says like about that person. And so I emailed Patty and I introduced myself and I said that I, was a fan and I was watching her and that I wanted to start a channel, and did she think I could? How hard was it? What did it entail? And all those things. And so she was gracious enough to email me. She always emailed me right back. She said, if I can do it, you can do it. Yes, do it. And she did help me because, I'd have, how do I link things? How do I find the HTTPS, whatever, for my channel? And so she would say, go to this page, look at this icon, go look underneath, whatever. So Patty was very instrumental in helping me learn the YouTube channel ways and encouraging me and supporting me. And that was many years ago, but along the way, she has given me several shout outs. And I still get ladies who are my viewers now, and that they say, I found your channel through RXSTR Mom. And I remember, I'm having my iced coffee if anybody would like to join me. Patty, I remember I started watching you. I can't remember what state you were in. Was it Georgia? But you had this beautiful mountain home. And I remember you did a video on your Pilates machine. I was fascinated by that. And I wanted to find a Pilates machine. I don't know if I emailed you about it, but I never did. But I loved the idea that you actually had your own Pilates bed. And then I loved, I got to know your daughter because, you would talk about it every once in a while. And then she had a YouTube channel, and I would click on her channel. I would watch her. And then, so I feel like I just know you. I've watched you shop. I've watched you, of course, talk about your cruises, share your wedding video. You've moved 2 times, I believe, since you had that mountain house. You moved to Florida, and then you just recently moved. And you share your fashions and your makeup tips, and you're very authentic. You have decided not to do any cosmetic surgery, unlike me. And you are beautiful. And I love watching your Get Ready With Me's because it's a true transformation what at our age makeup can do without looking crazy. Putting those eyebrows on, putting on your lipstick, putting some blush on makes all the difference in the world. Plus, I love that you do your own hair. Your hair is so healthy and so beautiful. Okay, anyway, I'm ranting, but I just wanted to say thank you and let the viewers know how gracious and giving you are to the YouTube community. I wanted to add this little clip in. As I was editing my video, I want to just underscore something Patty mentioned, and that is that the younger gals on YouTube have been have commented on my channel, and other ladies that are over 70, I'm sure, that they're thankful to see a woman over 70, what they look like, what does that look like? What does that sound like? What is that life? How is that life lived? Because a lot of them are afraid of aging. And when they see some of us ladies in the over 70 category, it gives them encouragement that just because you are getting older doesn't mean you have to stop wearing makeup or stop doing your hair or stop enjoying cute clothes. You can still keep your style. You can still have an active life. And even, aside from the looks department, as we age, we have, milestones that, like our parents aging and our parents passing away, and like moving or our empty nesting and grandchildren and all that stuff. So to know that, aside from the fact that, yes, your looks change, of course, but that doesn't mean it has to be negative. It can still be very positive. You can still have a wonderful, active life. You can still make the best of how you look and how you dress and still enjoy that part of being an older woman. So, Patty, I'm glad you mentioned that, and I did just want to underline that. As I said when I started this video, I went to the dog park this morning. Actually, I woke up... Poppy wakes me up about 7, and so I put my walking clothes on and I took Poppy for a walk. Well, Poppy was a crazy dog. First of all, we had a very busy day yesterday, Poppy and I, and so, but today she was so hyper. She was jumping and twirling and well, anyway, I took her for a walk, and I'm trying to teach her how to walk on a leash, but she pulls me, and so anyway, I thought, well, she got away from me. She got her neck out of the collar because she was just groomed. Kathy had to shave her, so she's just a skinny little rat right now. And so she pulled her collar off, and she just ran. So she will follow me. She will look for me when she ultimately stops and figures out where's my mother, where's my human. She'll come to look for me. So I just walked behind her as she was running. Well, then she stopped. Then she ran towards me, and so I still couldn't catch her. But then she ran towards me, and then the opposite direction, which was back towards the house. So anyway, I got her back in the house, and I put her in the car, and I drove to the dog park. Okay, let the fiasco begin. Okay, we get to the dog park. Well, sure, there's one dog there, a ginormous, like golden lab. And I think that was what it was, or golden retriever or something. Anyway, but he was huge, and it was the only dog there, and his master was there. So first I went to put her in the little dog park because I thought, she needs to smell and get used to the little dog, but it was locked. So I thought, well, one big dog, whatever. So we went into the other dog park. Well, sure enough, that dog just like overpowered Poppy, and Poppy was still on the leash. I hadn't even unleashed her yet. And the owner of the dog, was vigilant and said, oh, my dog, he just wants to play. He's so excited to see another dog. And I said, well, my dog is super overexcited. And before I could even say that, Poppy was crying and the big dog was like on top of her, being playful, but scaring Poppy. It was too much of a presence. So I picked Poppy up and I could get into the little dog park from the big dog park. I had to go through the big dog park. So I said, we're going to go in the little dog park and let her energy run out a little bit, which we did. But as I was opening the gate to the little dog park, I didn't know what hit me. The sprinklers came on, and there was a sprinkler right at the point where I opened, where the gate unlocker is, and the sprinkler shot right into my face. I was startled. I didn't know what hit me. It certainly didn't hurt, but it was like, woof, it was a big, hard splash of water. So I got into the little dog park, shut the door, and, they shot up and went, well, right when it shot up, that's when it hit me. But then as it went, we used that time to kind of go back into the corner, Poppy and I, and be able to watch the sprinklers to see if there was a safe zone. Well, there was a tiny little spot where we stood. It was about 10 minutes. And so it wasn't that long, and frankly, the sprinklers were refreshing. So then after the sprinklers were finished, we went out to the big dog park. Poppy ran. If you guys could see her run, she's like a greyhound dog on a racetrack. I mean, she runs and runs and runs. And it's a big dog park, and she runs the length of the dog park and back. The length, it's unbelievable how much she ran, which I was so glad. That's what I was hoping she would do. But sometimes she'll just sit by me and watch the other dogs. But since there were no other dogs there, she ran. And then I walked around and I stretched. And so we had a nice morning. And then we left the dog park and came home. And then I fixed my iced coffee and turned on the TV. That's when I saw RXSTR Mom and was just so grateful to her. Okay, now let's see what else did I wanted to share with you. Oh, I have to share, you guys. One time, maybe more than once, but for sure one time because it stayed in my mind. I saw this Christmas decoration. It was a styrofoam cone, and it was glued with old junk jewelry, I'll say. But they were very expensive. There was a tall one, a medium, and a small, and they were grouped together, and they were exquisite. So I thought, oh my gosh, I've got to have that, but I really couldn't afford it. So, okay, I ordered the cone. And I went on eBay and I ordered what's called a lot, L-O-T, of jewelry. And I ordered a pound for $40 of jewelry. Now, some of this jewelry is pretty, look at these. Anyway, look at these. They're darling. In fact, I might put these on. That one's stuck to the, but it's just stuck glued wise. I mean, that's just an example. Let me show just a few more. Look at this is now, okay, see these, I love these. And these. There is the other ones in here. Look at these cute little earrings. So there's just a ton of stuff in here. And, look at that. Oh, here's some, these are the matches to those other earrings. But let me tell you, I can't stop digging in here. I can't see it's all yucky like this. But, I'm not looking for, oh, are these little rings? I love these. However, not all these pieces are gluable to my cone. So look at this. This is what I've got started. So look at all this I have to go. So I have to order more jewels. And this thing is going to cost me an arm and a leg. But, I had to do it. And I've been wanting to do it for a couple Christmases. It doesn't even really look that red hot. Okay. I just take this. A girlfriend came over and she gave me her tube, what was left. It was like halfway full. And then I used it and then I had to get more. So that's what I'm using. And I'm also, I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, something else I wanted to share with you guys is I was getting my iced coffee. I was in need of some drinking glasses, just some water glasses. When I moved into my new house, I kind of made a deal with myself that I was going to get rid of all those mismatched glasses and coffee cups and juice cups and all those things that, you collect through the years, and some break, some don't. People leave a glass at your house accidentally when they walked over with a glass of iced tea, whatever. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to get rid of all that stuff and just use what I have that matches. So I needed water glasses. So I went on eBay and different sites because I thought I want pretty water glasses. Well, forget it. The pretty ones were way too expensive and they were really too pretty. So I was at the dollar store and I saw these. Now look how cute these are. These are that, and now look at this design, that. So they were kind of mix and match. They had these two designs and they were 99 cents. And so I bought like 8 of them, maybe 6. And so I just wanted to share these, and they're perfect. So don't discount that. Now it's the $1.25 store, I think. Okay, that's all good. For my DIY tree, I thought maybe I could use some T-pins. So I bought this from Amazon to put, actually these are kind of tiny, but maybe they'll still work. I was going to try using those to see if they work better than the glue, at least on some of the jewels. And then I told you guys I wanted to buy, if I curl my hair with the curling iron and I let it go, I usually put a curler in it then. But what I'd like to do is use these. Take these little clips and then clip up the curl. That is what I've seen the other gals do when I watch YouTube videos. Well, shoot, and then I bought the ones that are real long, the long claw ones that you clip in like that. Okay, that's it. I bought these. What were these? Oh, I bought these. This is not open, and I can't really open it right now. For my hair and for my project, that I could stick these little, they're like wide open bobby pins with a U at the bottom, not a V. So we'll see if maybe I can use those. I'm experimenting. I'm not a DIY kind of gal, but I loved those Christmas trees, and I thought that's something I can do, and I'm doing it, but it's going to end up costing me an arm and a leg. Go figure. Now, I will say I'm wearing Raquel Welch's, I believe this is the Wavy Day wig. I'll put what it is down below in the details. I really like it. The only problem is it hangs like that, and so this piece, I kind of don't know what to do with. If it stays like that, it's fine. But see, it kind of hangs. It's a hanger in the facer. So we'll see. Something else I wanted to share that I've learned from, and you could learn from my mistakes. These are 3 earrings that I purchased on Amazon. 3 sets of earrings. Here's 1. Here is 2. And here's 3. This is what I want to share. Try not to buy this type of an earring with this hook, because this little hook area right here, this does not stay hooked, and this is too short. This little thing is too short to even hardly fit in there, see? And then it doesn't even go in. So stay away. I love this earring, but I can't wear them. So stay away from this type of a hook. And this type of a hook is fine. And I especially like these earrings because do you see where the stem is? It's not here, it's here. So it really is, it looks nice on your ears. But you have to have these. And sometimes I buy these by the package. And so I always have these. But if I didn't buy them by the package, I'd be hunting these little back jackets like crazy all over my bathroom floor. Okay, see now that. And sometimes they don't, like, see, I'm having trouble getting that back in. Sometimes the little hole here isn't formed correctly. Now, this is the kind to get, this kind. I don't know if you can see it, because this just goes like that. And you don't need to worry about the back jacket. It's perfect. So if you're going to get earrings, get this type. Okay, that was my public service announcement. Okay, here's some items I've been using. And I've seen this being advertised. You plug it in, then these light up. And then you press these buttons. And so I can't do it on me. Well, let's see. You go like this, and then it's easier to make your curl if you want to make your curl. I like it. It curls once it's heated up, and then air comes out of it. So it like has a shh sound to it. It definitely curls your hair, and it will get like sometimes I have trouble getting my bend up here. See, that's kind of like where you need it, up there. So you might do your bend up there, or you might do it down here, whatever. If you're thinking about this, I would say get it. It's worth it. The only hard part is, and you know what? It's because men make these things. So when, here are your on and off buttons. And so when you're curling your hair, look where your fingers are. They're right on the on and off buttons. And so I'm constantly turning it on and off because you can hear the air will stop. And so like, shh, and it's like, what happened? What happened? Well, then I have to, stop, let go of my curl, press the on-off button. So why in the world would they do that? It's because they don't use one of these. So then I try to hold my fingers way up here, and then it's awkward. Another product that I've purchased that I like, and I'm going to recommend, is this blow-dry brush. It's on and off. You just go. And it gets pretty hot, but you can adjust it. And it's what I do is I get my hair dry. If it's a little bit damp on the ends, that's fine. And then with that, I hold it, and then I can slide it out. It works, and it takes that just washed look out of your hair, or out of mine, because I still get the flyaway frizzies. Not as much since I had my Brazilian blowout, which I do not recommend. My sister gets them twice a year. Her hair always looks great. She's got curl in her hair, and the Brazilian blowout keeps the curl at bay. So I finally decided to get one. Excuse me, I got this one. I've got a hair right here, and it was not good for my hair. It made it way too silky, straight, and it has really not recovered yet. Now, I wanted to let you guys know, October 21st, remember when I had my facelift last January? I was in the operating room for 6.5 hours, and they didn't finish. So I'm going back for my laser, my CO2 laser, which is quite harsh. So I'm doing that October 21st, and I'll try to video and let you see what I look like. I've had 2 lasers before, the erbium lasers, but I have not had one in about 15 years or longer. So it was supposed to be part of my cosmetic plan, but like I said, the doctor said you were under too long and we did not have time to do that. You'll have to come back and do that. So this is when I'm going back. And I think I should be fine in 10 days. Like, I think you can start wearing makeup day 8 or something like that. But I'll find out. So I'm going to be sharing that with you. And then I also, speaking of my facelift, I had it Jan 17th, so kind of like the end of January. So let's say Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. So let's say it's been about 10 months, 9.5, 10 months. Now, I have to tell you guys, I definitely see a huge difference in my neck. My turkey neck. I sleep on the right side, and the right side, right in here, it's kind of like not healing, or I kind of feel like it's not perfect right in here. So be it. Sometimes when because of this, I know I've had a facelift. But sometimes I'll look at myself and I'll get my makeup on it and whatever, and I think I can't really see that much of a difference. But I'm going to show you some before and afters, and then you'll go, oh yeah, totally. But what I feel in here, I don't even know where my incisions are other than, one right here. Because I had I forget the name of it, something, well, I'll put it in the details below. So what I had done was my neck revision, the lower neck, and then upper. And so I still feel a tiny bit of numbness, like right in here. He revised my ears. He took some earlobe off down here to make my ears look they were getting droopy. I had an incision here, and he lifted my top lip up a tiny bit. He put fat under my eyes, which frankly, I told him I was disappointed in that because it didn't stay. And I really liked that look. I think that was one of the big differences. I'll share a picture of you when 2 weeks later or whatever, you'll see the difference. And he took the buccal fat out, like right in here. I guess everybody has like a fat pad in there. And he took that out. Don't ask me, I don't know how he did it, because I don't think I even had a stitch in there. He took my buccal fat out, and I think that was it. So facelift or neck lift, fix my ears, here, fat under my eyes, and then the laser, but I haven't got that yet. So I think that's going to make a huge difference. It's going to make a huge difference here, right around here. I think it's going to tighten this up right in here. I have some scars right in here, which I will never tell how I got them. It's top secret. And then I'm also getting it on my décolleté, so that'll be interesting. So I'll be talking to you guys a little bit more as that date approaches. All right, you guys, that's all I've got for ya. And I will set aside I was going to say I'll talk more about my facelift, but after my laser heals, then we can maybe that's when I'll share some before and afters. That's what I'll do. What I had done is something that's going to keep me from drooping more and more the older I get. So I think it's the kind of thing where the surgery will look better and better as time goes by. And like I said, because I can feel here, and even when I touch my nose right here, I'm a tiny little bit numb. So, so we'll see. I'm glad I did it. It was easy peasy. I would highly recommend it. If you guys are thinking about doing something, let me know. I can encourage you. And if you're thinking about not doing anything, good for you. P.S. I love you. Until our next conversation. Bye-bye.